I realized the other day when I made that NF video that I had the perfect opportunity to either wear my NF shirt,
I've only got one dart,
or my NF hat, and you know what? I'm not going to overload it with both pieces today. I'll save that for when I actually review the EP.
and I missed.
It is what it is. But yeah, so since the release of the Fear EP announcement video on the channel, thank you guys so much for all the support. It's been really cool to have a bunch of you guys discover my content. I'm glad you're here, and more NF content coming in the future because, like I said, he is my favorite artist of like all time. But since the release of that video, I've seen a lot of theories,
a game theory,
and a lot of predictions about what the themes or what the songs could be about on the Fear EP, and I am still absolutely over the moon and excited about the Fear EP because, dog, it's been what, 2 years?
It's been 84 years.
Has it been 2 years since we've gotten new NF?
Much later.
Like, he's been on tour and all this sort of stuff, so I'm just excited, and all of the things that I've seen and noticed and thought about and that have occurred to me since I made the video, and also the comments on the video have been, you know, going into some theories and stuff like that, and I'm just excited. So I'm going to talk about some of the comments, I'm going to talk about some of my own
theory
and predictions. So let's just get into this, man. With all of the callbacks to Mansion, I do kind of think that NF, he's gonna kind of go back to the style of rap that he did in like Mansion and in Therapy Session, like really aggressive lyrics, hard music, like stuff like that. But obviously I think there's going to be, I mean, he's obviously progressed as an artist since those albums were released, so there's obviously going to be some like new styling thrown in, but I do kind of expect it to be like kind of along the lines of what was in Mansion, like the darker themes and all of that sort of stuff, like the darker music, all of that, you know, elements, all of that sort of stuff to kind of make the music seem darker and heavier because of what it's talking about. But you know, I could be completely wrong, and if it isn't, I'm not gonna be torn up about it because it's new NF music, and if I'm wrong on a prediction, I'm not NF, obviously, so like I don't understand the way that his brain works. So you know what, it's just kind of gonna be an is what it is situation. In the clip of the teaser where it's, you know, NF wearing all white with a hood over his head, one of the comments on my video said the entire EP happens in between when in the Hope music video he gets the sack put on his head to when he's on the top of the mountain dealing with fear. And that very well could happen. Like, it's gonna be just the fear is gonna be like, hey, you thought you had hope, like that sort of thing, and then that the final song is gonna be like him addressing and actually putting an end to his fear and ending fear's control in his life, which I mean thematically would be insane. Like I'm assuming he already like had some of this written and had some of this planned out, because NF, just the way that he tells stories in his songs, like I could very well easily see him having that planned out from the beginning to now, to be like, hey, yeah, this section right here, there's going to be an entire thing happening right here. Because I mean, when that happened, he was inside of a mansion anyways, so it very all of the things line up, and it very well could actually happen that way. And if it did, dog, that'd be sick. Also, a lot of comments pointed out the fact that in the song Mansion, off of Mansion, the one that I said, oh, it's the mansion's burning down. Yes, I realize that it's not the same exact house, but still, I think the illusion and the similarities of the house, I feel like I'm not the only one that made that connection of, oh, this is the mansion burning down. Anyways, in Mansion, some of the lyrics are, I'm not the only one that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago, I let him in. So like literally, NF has been foreshadowing this since Mansion. Like, not only is it the fact that like, yes, the mansion is burning down and all of that sort of stuff, that is the EP cover, but the lyrics of the song Mansion itself call out fear. It's so cool because also too, some more things that could very, very easily be construed out of all of this is that, yeah, okay, so fear was a direct call out, so are we gonna get an anger EP? And like all of the other negative emotions that he's talked about over the years, like are we gonna get those different emotions in an EP of him dealing with them? Like, dog, if that's the case, man, oh, that's gonna be cool. We're gonna have a lot of sick music. But also too, at the same time, like this another thing that I absolutely love about NF is that it shows different ways that people can deal with and process through their emotions and through the traumas that they have gone through in their life. I mean, that's been clear with on the trauma side of things for NF for his entire career. Like, I mean, if you listen to Mansion, you listen to Therapy Session, like it literally, he has, like I said, he has an entire album called Therapy Session where it's literally just him dealing with his deepest, darkest problems through the medium of music. And that can be done for like more people that they realize realize can actually do that too. Like literally just writing down your thoughts on a piece of paper and getting everything out helps so much. But circling back to, you know, Fear moving into the mansion, and then also later on in the song, I can't quote the exact lyric, but he said like he wants to open the door but he never can. Yeah, but like literally like just all the tie-ins to the song Mansion in the Fear EP, like prospectively I should say, because you know even more of the lyrics of the song Mansion are, you know, like I said, fear came to my house years ago, I let him in, I thought he would leave but it's obvious he never did, he must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Like because it's just all of the foreshadowing is so freaking cool, man. Like this is one thing. Okay, so this kind of like all of this ties together, you know, my script, my screenwriting and my film side of my brain and my audio side of my brain, because it's like, oh, you know, the film side, like, hey, I can like pick out and connect things and all of this sort of stuff because I'm at least I like to think a half decent story writer. But then on the other side, it's like all of the music in like the themes from the music, the themes from everything that happened in like all the music videos and the lyrics and stuff, like it is all just coming to like perfect harmony, and it's so cool. Like I feel like my brain has been lighting up nonstop, and I just like, I'm so happy about all of this. I'm literally like smiling like an idiot talking about an EP called Fear. Like it feels weird, but like at the same time I'm so freaking excited. One thing that I did see in a comment was that someone commented, you know, I'm excited but I'm scared, hoping that NF doesn't go full on secular in his music and still like incorporates his faith, which I don't know where that would come from, because a lot of the songs in Hope talk about his faith more so than he has in the past. So I don't think this Fear EP, like I think that might just be because he has MGK on it, but also too, like we don't know MGK's life. He might have been walking on a Christian road recently, we don't know. But I mean, even if not, like one thing that NF has been very, very particular about and has called out multiple different times is the fact that he doesn't do features all the time. So when he chooses to feature somebody on a track, like it's a really big deal. So the fact that he chose MGK and James Arthur, there is obviously a reason for it. We don't know what it is yet because we haven't heard the songs, but there must be a reason. Because I mean, also to the person that said that, I replied to that comment being like, Hollywood, hope Nate doesn't go Hollywood. If you think that, you don't know me good. Like he literally has said this before in a song. That's like, I'm not all that concerned about it. And that actually was a pretty common consensus in the comments of my other video, because a lot of people were like, oh, like why MGK? Why does he have to be featuring MGK and all that sort of stuff? Like the only connection that I can think between NF and MGK is Eminem, and that's like a topic for a whole different day, which I'll probably dive into, because obviously they're very public beef between MGK and Eminem, Killshot, all that sort of stuff. So there's that, but then also Eminem has taken a shot at NF before in a more veiled way, but if you actually like sit and think about the lyrics, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. So, but again, that's a topic for another day, but that's like the only connection that I can think of between NF and Eminem, and that's the only connection that I can like think of when I think of MGK and NF. But ever since the beef with Eminem, MGK has completely he got beat so bad in that beef that he switched his entire songwriting style, which, you know, it is what it is, and he's doing a lot better now, honestly. I think I like his new music better than I ever liked any of his rap stuff. So it like that's the only thing. So I don't know if it's going to be more like a punk rock song, or is MGK going to dip back into his rap bag? I don't know, but you know what, I'm not going to have any prejudgments about it because I don't know, and I'm going to wait till I hear the song to actually full on like listen and like be able to pick it apart and be like, okay, I can kind of understand why this happened. And the last thing that I will say is that I remember seeing a clip of somebody saying that, hey, the like unreleased NF track for a UFC walkout, and I watched the clip and I could not hear anything in the background. I'm like, that kind of sounds like NF, I guess. Didn't hear anything. I don't watch UFC, so I didn't see the fight, I didn't see the walkout, I missed all of that, but everybody's been saying that it's really, really hype. So now I'm very excited to see what it sounds like, because everybody said that even like the crappy over the speakers walkout music was hype as all get out. So I am so excited to see and hear what this song sounds like. Even more excited than I already was. But nonetheless, I am super excited, and I hope you are too. So yeah, with all that being said, if you're a fan of NF, leave a comment in the comment section down below what your favorite song is and the thing that you are looking forward to the most about the new EP, and I'll catch y'all next time. God bless.